Hey guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company BeautyForever. But before I get started on all the details, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also turn those notifications on so you do not miss out on any of my videos. This style that I will be showing you guys today is their highlight curly wave. This is a 13x4 lace front wig. It is 24 inches and 150% in density. This unit also comes with your standard cap construction of 2 combs on the side, a comb in the back, and your adjustable straps. So I did go ahead and co-wash my unit off of camera. I used my Dove Moisture shampoo and conditioner. And I also added a little bit of my Ebin New York tint spray in the color medium brown because the lace was coming off a tad bit light. But that is what the hairline is looking like. And I did go in and slightly pluck out a bit more. However, this unit does come pre-plucked. Is an average cap size, which is about a 22 to 22 and a half. This is a little bit big on my head, so I did have to go in and cut on the sides by my ears to cut some of the frontal down because I wanted to have that above my ears. And then I am going to end up using my spray to melt the lace down because I don't want it to move. And I am using my Got to Be High Insta Hold spray, and then I will be using my blow dryer to speed up the process. I had to work on those sides a bit more just because they were starting to pop up and I did not need that to happen. But now that everything is all dried down, I'm just going to end up pulling out a little bit of hairs on the side because I want to create some sideburns. It took me a little minute to mold mine down because they kept popping up. And that's because I used the High Insta Hold spray to attempt to get them to lay down. And I should have went in with some gel, especially for my sides. But I'm going to end up figuring it out and fixing it once I see that it's just going to keep popping up. Now, for some reason, when I did the baby hairs right here and I used the High Insta Hold spray, I didn't have the issue at all. It was just only by my sideburn area. So I am going to end up slightly curling these a little bit just because I want them to flow in a certain direction, and it always does make it easier when you need to mold them. Of course, you don't have to do this step, and if you're not a fan of baby hairs, you can definitely skip this step. I'm going to take a little bit of my wax and go around the hairline. I am going to be using my Hotcomb. This is the same Hotcomb that I have been using, I want to say, for about 2 years now. This is my Kendras Boutique. It goes all the way up to 500 degrees. I love this Hotcomb. It definitely gets the job done, and it sleeks and presses everything out. And you don't want to turn it up too high because you could definitely burn yourself. But I'm just going around the hairline just to kind of press everything out, especially because the curls do not start at the root area. So yeah, for me, it needs to be pressed out some. And I am going to be doing a middle part. Now, of course, this is a 13x4. You can part this on the side, but when you part it in the middle, then you get to utilize all of your parting space area. So keep that in mind. And then I'm just going to take the wax stick and put that by the parting space and then begin to press it out because we want this unit to lay very flat. I ended up using my wide tooth comb and just kind of combing through the hair to knock any of tangling out that I may have received from tying it up and cutting around the lace and everything. And now I am just going to pin some of the hair back and work on defining this. Now, if you know exactly where you want your parting space to do and you want to save time, then I highly suggest styling your unit on the mannequin head. It makes it way more easier. You don't have to go through as many steps. You can just style it and set it, and then you'll be good to go for the next day. But to define those curls, I am going to go in with my olive oil mousse. Of course, all of the products that I am using in today's video can be found down below in the description area. making sure to put that mousse all the way through the hair really good, and also make sure to focus towards the end. And then I'm going to use my detangling brush, and I'm just going to run that throughout the hair. You guys see how nice and easy that just flows through. And I'm only going to finish this side on camera, and then I'm going to do the rest off. And then I'm going to come back and put some powder into the parting space. I am using my Ruby Kisses 3D contour powder palette, and I'm going into the parting space and also around the hairline. Y'all, this hairline, I had to keep getting it together because it just kept coming off looking the way that I didn't want it to look. So I had to keep going around and playing with colors. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of my serum throughout this hair, and I'm not going to fluff it up too much because I don't want this to get frizzy. It to have like a little bit of lift at the very front area, so I'm just going to put a little bit of the High Insta Hold spray right there, and then just use my hot comb to kind of press it back, and then use my fingers to kind of bring it forward a little bit. And this is the final look. This came out really pretty, but guys, make sure you stay tuned after this so you can hear my final thoughts on this unit. This unit from BeautyForever. Once again, this is their curly wave dark brown highlight frontal wig, and this unit is really beautiful. Now, I did have to get a couple of things together, but we're gonna jump right into that. So as far as the color on this unit goes, the color on this unit, guys, is absolutely gorgeous. Now, yes, you can wear this unit for the spring and the summertime, but I feel like this color, this particular color, is perfect for all year round. I mean, technically, you do what you want to do. Nobody should be telling you what color to wear, you know, during the seasons, but I'm just letting you know this one is good also. And it's because of the dark brown color, so it's gonna make it easier to wear, especially for those who, you know, don't want to wear too much color but they want to pop. I think that this will be good for you. So it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I could definitely see the color very well, especially before I even added any type of product to it. When I put it on my head, it was freshly washed and air dried, and then once I combed it out, you guys seen how big and full this hair is. So I am loving the density on this unit. I feel like it's just enough, but I also feel like it's very lightweight and it's not weighing, you know, my head down. I don't feel uncomfortable with it on. I mean, and it even looks good if you wanted to put this unit into a ponytail. You definitely could do that. As you guys can see, I did use my olive oil foam to define the texture on this unit, and the curly wave name for it is exactly it, because as you guys can see, it's like wavy at the top, and then you get these nice little ringlets at the bottom. So it's a perfect mixture of both textures. I made sure to really focus this towards the ends of the hair because I wanted it to look nice and defined. And I did take my time when I use my diffuser on this hair, especially at the ends. Sometimes I don't really focus on the ends as much. I notice when I diffuse, I mostly focus up here. And then when I kind of run my fingers through the hair, I notice the ends start to look a little bit more frizzier. So this time around, I make sure to put just as much product on the ends. And as you guys can see, it looks really good. I don't notice a lot of frizz and flyaways, but this product does help with taming that. And then of course I use my Sleek and Shine serum, and you guys know this helps kind of keep everything nice and sleek, and it also controls frizziness and flyaways. I also did not notice a lot of flyaways at the top of the unit. While styling this hair, and I might be jumping around, so my bad, but while styling this hair, I did notice a little bit of shedding, but I did go in and kind of pluck out the frontal a little bit more. I told you guys that I'm getting more comfortable with plucking out my frontals, so I did go in. It does come pre-plucked, but I went in just to make it look a little bit more natural and open it up. I do expect this unit to need some TLC, especially in the nape area. So you're not going to walk away with getting no tangles. Of course, if you have like a sweater on and you have all that rubbing up against your neck, it's going to happen. You are not going to be free of that. So I just want to keep that in mind, because a lot of people get curly textures and they just don't expect it to tangle, mat, or anything. I haven't run across a curly unit yet, at least on my end, that didn't need some TLC throughout the week, where I had to kind of go in and refresh the nape area. So it's just going to happen. The only way that I kind of keep that from happening too much is I do not go in and fluff up and play in my curly and wavy units. Once I fluff it up the one time, I pretty much leave it alone. And then when I take it off at night, I like to put it on the mannequin head so that it's just sitting still and it's just not being thrown around. And that kind of helps keep it looking really nice and put together. I did create some soft baby hairs on the side. I did not want to do too much. And of course, if you're not a fan of baby hairs, you can always skip that step. But I like to do a little something extra, and I like to keep it nice and natural. So I don't always pull out a lot of hairs during the process, because I don't want them looking super thick. But I just pulled a little bit out, you know, to create some sideburns, and it gives you a little bit of tuck action if you wanted to tuck this behind your ears. And I curled the baby hairs because I wanted it to flow a certain way, and I think it came out really good. I used the same holding spray that I used to lay the lace down on the baby hairs because I did not want them to look super harsh, but it came out looking really nice. Now, my only con that I had with this hair was getting the frontal color together. So it took me a while, and I hope that it's coming off looking nice on camera when I play this back. But y'all, it took me a while to get this frontal to the color that I wanted it to be. The lace on this is soft, but it's not like that super soft lace. So it was like, the color was like this ash type of grayish brown once I put it on. And then once you start adding powder and everything into it, it starts to look some type of way. But overall, guys, I like this unit. I like the texture on it. I like the curls. I like the way the ends look. Of course, the curls gonna start at the root area, and that's okay with me. I do not mind that. I have other units if I want that particular look. But this unit feels really nice and soft, and like I said, it's a more silkier texture, so it's going to be a little bit more easy to manage. But let me know what you guys think about this unit. If you are feeling it, I am going to make sure to leave a link down below. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Once again, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.